Slide over to the Planet Plants trees.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. Today it is the last day of the month, Wednesday the 31st of May. So we're starting a bit earlier, about 10 minutes early before pre-London, because I'm looking at something on gold. We could have something on our hands here at the break above these levels. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on here. And again, remember that this from yesterday, this level is an accident. Okay, it's from Owanda. They messed up. They had a glitch or something. But on my broker, the daily is actually flipping right now. So the daily is flipping, and if you look at the 4 hour, it's looking to fill this wick. Okay, so the daily is flipping and it's looking to fill this wick. And yesterday's daily closed bullish. Okay, not bearish. Which is pretty annoying. You know what I might do? I might just switch. There you go. That makes more sense, doesn't it? So daily's flipping, 4 hour breaking above highs. 1 hour is pushing. Let me just see if this is the same as it is on my broker. Could be. Yep, it's the same. Okay, so the levels we're gonna look at here is obviously we got some resistance right there. We had a little bit of a push down during Asia, but we've come back up, rejected this zone. So again, on the daily, we can see closed bullish yesterday. We've created a really nice bottom wick during Asia, and now we're potentially flipping to fill this 40 pip range. Okay, so let's go to the 4 hour. We can see 4 hour has opened, pushed down, rejected this level, and now we're pushing bullish, okay, above the previous highs. 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour is looking good. If we flip, we can really look to push and fill this range. Okay, so let's I'm gonna go back to my other Owanda just because it makes more sense to me. The price is more similar to my actual brokers, disregarding this obviously. But yeah, okay, so let's look on the 15-minute to see how these levels look. Okay, yeah, so I've marked my buy levels. I did this during Asia right here, because we can see we have 20 pips right there. Okay, if we break above here, we can see support formed. So we're just slowly pushing towards this level. Push. Okay, so if we can get a break above here, we'll get a 30-minute close. It should be pretty good, and we can push bullish. Okay, but first of all, we have to close above there. In terms of sells, during Asia, I was looking at sells below this level to fill this range. But unfortunately, the 1 hour over here closed with no bottom wick, which means that there's a good chance price is going to push down to create a bottom wick, but then continue bullish. Okay. Yeah, so that's what happens when there's no bottom wick most of the time, or no top wick. It means that price has got nowhere to fill. Okay, because when you think about it, a bottom wick or a top wick is simply just a higher high or a higher low on the lower time frames. Like here, if you push, create a higher wick, that's just a higher high on, say, the 15-minute time frame or the 30-minute time frame for us to continue bullish. Okay, so if there's no bottom wick, it just means that there's nothing to fill. Okay, and there's less chance of price continuing in that same direction. Okay, so that's the plan with gold. Let me just look at these sell levels. So sells will need some strong confirmation. Probably not until we break these daily lows, because of yesterday's daily candle closing bullish despite this Owanda. So yeah, let's have a look at where we can try and find some sells. So that's the daily level. Yeah, so easy as that, sells are just going to be below there. Let me just have a look. Yeah, happy with sales below there. We got clean range and clean range. Okay, so that'll be good, but I don't think we're going to look for sales today, to be honest. Let's have a look at, okay, so that's all we're waiting for on Goldie. 4 hour is closing in, still got heaps of time, 3 hours, okay? So all we want to see is this 4 hour flip. We've created a bottom wick. You can see a very nice rejection here. Daily's flipping. This will be really nice to fill this range, okay? Ooh, GJ, wow. Okay, so GJ. We've not created a top wick here, which I do not like. $30 has no top wick. Yeah, I'm not going to take this if we don't have a top wick. I need a retest. I need something for price to push back and create a top wick before continuing down. Okay, I'm not going to take this if the 4 hour hasn't created a top wick with 3 hours left in its candle. Okay, I think there's a high chance we're going to push down and reject to... We saw it happen yesterday on gold. The 4 hour hadn't created a top wick, pushed down a bit, and then came right back up to create that top wick. Okay, so GJ, for now, we're not going to do anything until we get a retest. Okay, simple as that. Although, let's look at the daily. Yeah, so daily closed 2 dojis in a row. Now we're pushing bearish, breaking the lows. I mean, technically it's there, but the hourly still has half an hour left. 4 hour still has 3 hours left to create this top wick. Okay, so I'd much rather just see price push down, create a low, come back, and then retest that low. Okay, so we'll be waiting for a retracement on GJ. Or we could look potentially, I mean, this entire area to the left is pretty grim, pretty gross. So yeah, I don't think really we're gonna look for sells unless we get down to below here, which will still be a while. Okay, so GJ, yeah, it doesn't look too good. We'll just we'll leave that alone until we can create a top wick. And Goldie, we'll just wait for a breakout, I guess. 30-minute just closed. Hourly looks good. We just need that flip. Okay, very nice, very nice. Goldie is looking good, to be honest. Goldie is looking good for something. Wow, GJ. Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, because if you look at 4 hour candles, the chance of not forming a top wick, especially when, you know, if there wasn't half an hour left in this and we close below, I'd be like, okay, the chances of us rejecting and pushing to create a top wick is pretty low. But because there's 3 hours left in this candle, there's a very good chance we're going to reject and come up to create a top wick. Even if we then continue down, yeah, I'm just not going to take that until that happens. Buys above, buys will remain the same as yesterday, I do believe. Let me just see. Buys above, maybe above here. Yeah, so buys above 173.941. So GJ, it looks like we're most likely just gonna wait for a bit. So yeah, it's a plan. Feels like it's going to be a pretty chill day, to be honest. We'll just take the buys on gold if it's there. Otherwise, probably just going to wait. Yeah, look at this rejection on Goldie. Holding support. Wow. Yeah, I really like this price action on gold. Pushing, we can see coming back, rejecting this area. That's what we want to see. Four-hour nice bottom wick, rejecting. If we get the flip, we'll be breaking the highs. Looks good. What news do we have today? All day euro. That won't do anything. CAD and USD later on, but nothing for London. Jesus. GJ. Giving no one a chance. The thing is, like, this 4 hour, it could just shoot down and fill this range. Like, but you just got to have your plan. And my plan says if there's no top wick on the higher time frames, it means that price hasn't created a retest. And whether you want to say there's liquidity sitting here, or the price is oversold, or we're in a push phase and we need to wait for an exhaustion or a retest, all the same thing. I just like to wait for price to push back before entering when there's no top wick. But Goldie looks good. It's a really nice top wick on the daily that you can't see on here. It's on my broker. This top wick here on the daily. This price is so different from my broker. Whereas Owanda's price is the exact same, but it just has that annoying thing. That's going to be there for ages, and like you'll be using this as a level when realistically it's never happened. So, pretty funny. Wow, this is looking really nice for gold. The thing is though, like, you could have this really nice setup that I've waited for almost a week and I could still lose. So, you know, you just gotta take it one trade at a time. If I win, lose, break even, we'll take the same trade tomorrow, the day after. We just need to take it one trade at a time. Not worry about the money, just worry about what's happening right here and whether we'll win this trade or not. So we've got 5 minutes till the close. If we close above here, we'll wait for the new 15-minute to create a bottom wick before flipping bullish. If it creates a really nice top wick and then just goes straight away, we may have to use the current candle as stops and enter on the break of the high. So let's see. So the max stop we'll have is around like 35 pips. We'll see. So we got 2 minutes left here. Hopefully this, if this thing just fills the range in this 15 minute, we can always just wait for the 30 to close, and maybe the 15. So this one closes up here and the next 15 closes bearish. So like that. Then there'd be a 30-minute wick fill to fill this range. Or if this 15-minute pushes back down, then we can try and get the wick fill. But yeah, we'll wait and see where this closes. It's such a trust, just fills the range. To be fair, there is still 10 pips to the top. The only thing is the stops will be huge if we don't get a bottom wick. But we can see here, like 15-minute closed above, pushed all the way up. Closed above, pushed all the way up. So let's see what happens here. Be great if we get a nice bottom wick and we can use that as the stops. Got 9 pips to this. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait for a bottom wick to be created. Or we're just going to fill the range straight away, aren't we? Let's see what happens here. I want to see a bottom wick right here. And we could have buy stops. Because we can't use a 40 pip stop to a potentially 9 pip break even. Like we need somewhere to put our stops. The other case is this 15-minute closes bearish and we get a 30-minute wick fill. Or we close bearish rejecting this level, so we have a wick down but close above here, and we can take it on the break above the highs. Sucker, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we're just gonna fill this range, aren't we? The thing is now we have 7 pips to break even if we create a bottom wick, so it's like may just wait for the 30. We can get that wick fill, or we can always wait for a closure above. Where's the next closure above? Closure above there. It's probably just closures above here, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, but let's see. We can create a very nice bottom wick here and then flip. We may consider having buy stops, but the only thing is we have 8 pips to this level, so it's just like we need a really nice bottom wick. Otherwise our stops have to be like, the only level that makes sense to put our stops is below the current 30-minute lows, which is all the way down here. So we'll get like a 1 to 1, 0.2 to break even, and potentially, like, we need all the way up here to get anything. We just have to be patient here. I would rather miss out on this trade than take it when I shouldn't. You know what I mean? And GJ still needs to create a top wick. It's such trust. It just fills this range. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess you could have, if you really were aggressive, taken the buys on the flip, had your stops down here, but it's just like, yeah, the stops are just too big. You filled the wick straight away, so you realistically would have had to enter here. Stops would have been 40 pips. And yeah, maybe you go break even there. Yeah, it's just a shame. But patience. We just got to be patient, you know? Because it's like, you know, when you take a trade and all of a sudden within a few minutes you hit your stop loss and you're like, holy shit, what just happened? Like, how did I just so quickly lose that trade? Whereas, and you remember that the next day, like you go to bed feeling shitty about it, you wake up feeling shitty about it. But if you miss out on a trade because it didn't quite match your style and your rules, you leave the charts and you're like, you know what, it's fine. Like, there's going to be a next trade. So yeah, I'd so much rather miss out on a trade because it didn't quite meet my criteria. Even if it goes the right way, and even if my analysis was right, I'm happy to miss out on it if it didn't follow my plan. But to take a trade because I'm scared that it's going to move in my direction and I'm going to miss out, and then end up losing, even if you win, it just builds the wrong things, you know, creates the wrong mindset around your trading. Hourly will be closing as well. This will be interesting. Yeah, so GJ, I think there's a good chance we're going to reject, push all the way back up before coming back down. Create the wick on the 4 hour. Create that retest. Otherwise, I mean, it could just continue to push down, but or what could happen is this 4 hour could just chill around here. The next one opens, pushes back, and then comes down. This is likely to happen. That's what we're doing here, just probabilities. Wow, look at gold. It's annoying. let's look at this buy level. Yeah, I'm 100% happy with buys above there. Let me just look at this on my broker. Daily. Breaking previous daily highs right now. So right here is the previous daily highs, breaking above. Yeah. So buys above here would be great. 1 hour closure. Bottom wick. Range at least up to here, which is 30 pips. But yeah, look at us just filling that range. Big candle. This was like a year ago, I would be like really pissed off. Because my analysis was right and I was ready to enter the trade, but it just didn't quite fit my rules and my plan. I would have been like, oh, now I need to get on this. Like I missed out. The market just moved. Doesn't mean you missed out. You know? Just because the market moves doesn't mean you missed out. It just means the market moved. Just means the market went from point A to point B, like it does every single day. Yeah, GJ rejecting that area right now. This is buys above. Yeah, but look, if you look on the 15 at our original level of buys, pretty interesting. Like this 15 minute closed above. What do? Pushed all the way right to the top. This 15 closed above. What do? Filled the wick, pushed all the way up. This one closed below, and then we pushed all the way down. Here's one that didn't work. Okay, but you didn't create the top wick. So you just pushed down, but you didn't flip. Here's one that didn't work. Pushed above, and then we didn't go. Here, pushed above, went all the way. So yeah, you just gotta, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to find the areas where if price closes above, there's a very good chance it's gonna continue. It's not about getting the best risk to reward or whatever. It's about taking high win rate trades. Can I please check GU? Maybe in a bit. There's just there's a lot happening here on gold, which is what I trade, and I want to focus on that. So the other thing we could do here is similar situation to GJ. It's push up. We can see we'll be now closing to make a new high. Then we come back, find support somewhere here, and then continue to retest that high. A very common pattern that happens. Like right here, price pushes, creates a high, comes back, finds support, continues to retest that high. We could close above here as well. And then we could have buys. Won't be off the rip because we have an hourly closing. So we'll need to wait for a bottom wick. And obviously we'll target and get rid of this. If it closes above, we got clean range. How big is this? So we got some resistance right here. This will be an interesting close. Could have a very nice wick fill here. Come on, don't go the whole way. So again here, what we're seeing, price closed above here, this level, pushed all the way, okay? Closed below, pushed all the way. Went straight through this zone. So this is obviously a key area in the market. Rejected, rejected, and rejected. Who knows? Could close above here. Let's see. Everyone just pretend you don't care. You don't care if it closes above, then it will close above. And it rejected. Okay, so what we do now is we just wait for a bottom wick on the hourly and then a closure above. Okay. Could also have closures above here, because then we have more clean range. Or that could be our break even, depending on how this goes. But we're seeing some good volume. We just need our little area to trade. That's a shame it didn't close above. GJ, wow. Gunning it. What would be perfect here if we get 15 minutes to create some support and then the next 15-minute closes above to continue bullish, or 30-minute or 1 hour. But yeah, now we can see we're creating that hourly bottom wick, creating that retest. We'd like to see it a bit bigger. Golden hour. All right, GU, you wanted to look at GU? I don't even know if you're still here, but let's have a look. What do you say? A nice hourly closing. Nice 1 hour close. Support. Yeah. You just gotta think about it this way. Oh, okay. So 4 hour has closed below this level. Okay. We've broken the previous 4 hour lows. So I wouldn't be looking at buys here, to be honest, because if you look at it, you're really trending down. I mean, price could push up a long while before, but it's a good chance you're going to continue. 4 hours closed below, broken the previous 4 hour lows. Daily, oh wow. Yeah, so this could just be a bottom wick on the daily as well to fill this range. But in all honesty, this is a range, okay? It's a range. You're not really, unless you get a breakout of here, I wouldn't really be looking at it, to be honest. But I don't trade GU, so, you know, follow your plan and you will be fine. Really nice retest here on the 1 hour. So yeah, any closure above now, even if this 15 closes above, we are good. We are good to take buys because we've created that 1 hour bottom wick now. Last day of the month, excited for June. Usually, from my experience, May is a slow month because it's, you know, before financial year end, and I think there's a lot of like banks just waiting for policies and stuff to come out before the financial year. So there's just a bit less movement usually, but June, July, August last year were really good months. So we got a lot of clean range on gold. Like buys above here. Buys above maybe here. Lots of clean range here. Just got to be patient and not let our ego or our fear of missing out get in the way. You're going to get your trade. You just have to wait. It's a really interesting concept I listened to. And it talks about, you are not your thoughts. And what is meant by that is, you know, when you start thinking, oh, I'm gonna miss out, I need to take this, I need to do that, it's like, are you gonna make the conscious decision to act on those thoughts every day? Like, are you gonna become your thoughts, or are you gonna be able to rule over them, to acknowledge them, because you're still gonna feel them, we're all human, but are you gonna be able to acknowledge them, be like, all right, I'm feeling like I'm missing out, I'm feeling like if I don't take this, I'm not going to make any money, but that's okay, that's fine, let's just disregard them and follow the plan. It's a good saying, you are not your thoughts, you are what you do, your actions. So don't worry if you're feeling FOMO, you know, it happens. It happens to everyone. It's about what you do, what you act on. This is a gnarly retest. So the other thing is, we could form support, like I mentioned, somewhere at these levels. Because this is such a big range, could form support, create a bullish candle, and then push. Because this is a massive candle. Really like the daily as well. Not on this, but on the broker. Also, if you guys have any questions about like why I'm waiting for this, why I'm waiting for that, feel free to ask, you know. It's what this stream's about. It obviously is good for me because I'm like gives me a lot, you know, YouTube brand, and I think I'm way more patient when I stream and a lot more disciplined, but ultimately it's because I want to share it. Tune. Yeah, so we can see this pattern forming again. I call these head-tail continuations because you form like a bit of a head and then a tail. Simple as that, but it looks like this. Obviously, everything else still remains the same. Like, you want this range to the left to be clean. You want, you know, your higher time frames to match, but it will look like this, like that, with a bottom wick. And what this, like, if you think about this in terms of the lower time frames, you're gonna have price pushing. Let me just, so this candle to the left of it would be bullish. So it'd be like that. So what this would look like on the lower time frames, you've had a push obviously to form this candle. Then the next candle would, whoops, wrong one. Next candle would come down. Maybe you sit around here for a bit and come all the way down to these lows, then push, maybe come up, create a high, then close somewhere around here. Okay, so then if you break above these highs, okay, what are you doing? You're literally just forming a higher high, whoops, a higher low right here, and then you're breaking above the highs. Okay, so if you break above here, what are the chances when the high time frames align? Okay, you have clean range to the left, You've rejected this level. What are the chances you're going to continue bullish if you break the highs? Pretty good. Okay, that's my only impulse entry. So I would enter at the break of these highs. Okay, but here we can see we haven't closed above. Okay, so the only way I would enter that if price pushed above, and that's this candle pushed above, created a wick like that, and then the next candle went, whoops. Next candle closed like this. So created a wick and then closed above this level with a wick like this. Then I would enter buys above here if this wasn't here, because then we're running straight into that level. So yeah, common pattern. You look at your charts, especially on the 30-minute or the 1 hour, you'll see it happen very often. Taught to me by the one and only I learnt from Roger Banks. Not personally, just from watching his live streams and YouTube videos and stuff. And GJ is still just doing nothing. Nothing that we want. So the 15-minute just closed. How did the 15-minute close? Bearish. Okay, so what I want to see is this candle create a bottom wick like we just did, and then close above. And we can have buys to fill this range. Okay. Or this candle pushes down, next candle pushes down around here, then we create a bullish candle, reject this level, and then we can have buys to fill this range, the retest. Literally just higher high, higher low, same thing. But wow, that original buy would have worked well if anyone, you know, took that. About 4 months ago, this is what my trade would have looked like. I would have waited for the close above, would have waited for price to create a bottom wick, no matter how big it was. Just would have waited for price to create a bottom wick. If you break the highs, you enter, and boom. And I made about 15% in like 2 weeks using that, and then it just went to shit because got some beginner's luck, I guess. But like, it's just not a sustainable strategy, especially when you're entering on wicks that are 3 pips long. Like if this created a nice bottom wick, of course I would have looked for entries, and stops would have been below this level. But just entering on really small bottom wicks is just, over the long term, it just doesn't work. It's weird. Does anyone else sort of feel that once you first start using a new strategy, you get so lucky? You just always win no matter what. I don't know why, but that always happens with me. Through the years, whenever I change strategies for like a month or a couple of weeks, I just can't lose. And I'm like, holy crap, I found the key, I found the best strategy out there. And then a month later, I find myself back in the same old, not going anywhere. Beginner's luck. I'm telling you, it's real. There's always newbie gains, but it ends at a time, yeah. It's weird. I don't know why it happens. It's like they just know how to annoy you. I don't know who they is, but trade really well and then all of a sudden it just goes to shit. If you've ever read The Alchemist, that's the one lesson I got from that book. That beginner's luck is real. Great book, by the way. Yeah, the market's really testing us these last couple of weeks. Last week, testing our patience. This is the longest I've gone without taking a trade. In like, probably like 2 years, to be honest. Whilst not being on a break. Like, whilst actually trading. How come I came to FX, and please explain my trading journey? There's no real reason, I guess, why I decided to trade FX instead of other ones. But yeah, I started when I was in high school. As I turned 18, I was just always sort of into the whole idea of being able to trade. Like, I guess I sort of enjoyed the look of it, you know, being able to trade at home and make heaps of money. And I also, like, throughout my childhood, I was always just like, I couldn't imagine working a job which I wasn't 100% like in love with. Um, like I always thought about, like, if I get a job and then I just work for the rest of my life and that's it. I got scared by that. So yeah, I downloaded IG Markets, which I don't know how I got a hold of. And I remember I was in like English class. I had no idea what was going on. I deposited like my entire savings into, which was only like $500. I was like 18, into the trading account, and was trading leveraged CFDs on the ASX 200, so the Australian stock market. And at English class, which was like the second period of the day, I entered with, like, I don't even know, but I just entered and I was like, cool, that's cool. I have no clue why I entered, but I just entered, sort of forgot about it, came back last period of the day, and I checked it, and I was like to my friend, like, dude, I just made like $120 whilst being at school from a $500 account. I was like, holy shit, like, what is this? This is crazy. And then, yeah, like everyone else, I guess I just went on and lost a decent amount of money. I never lost that much because I was still young, so I didn't actually have that much money to lose. But yeah, it was like a year and 2 years of just going into it, failing, trying something else, like looking for that golden thing. I'm just like, yeah, one day I'll find something and it'll just be fine and like it'll all work out. And then it wasn't until about, I would say, a year ago, I started the Freshman Trader, my Instagram page. I saw, whilst I started that, I still wasn't like profitable or consistent. I was just like, you know what, let's just post, see what happens. Maybe some people enjoy it. Started posting on the Freshman Trader, and within like 2 months, it got to like 20,000 followers or something. I was like, holy shit. And then that's when I started first seeing a bit of consistency using my break and retest. But that only lasted about 6 months or something. I failed 2 FDMO challenges during that period. Came back past 1 challenge, got 1 payout, and then lost it. So yeah, and that was like 6 months ago. Ever since then I traded the StockNet for a bit, but then just switched to trading my own money. And now I'm just like going nice and steady. I'm not, thinking. I think the biggest thing which changes is you stop thinking, once I get funded, I'm where I want to be. Or once I get 10% a month consistently, I'm where I want to be. I started looking at it, okay, this is a skill I have. And if I can develop it now, in the long run, I'll be able to make a decent amount of money from this, okay? And I accept this is going to take time. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to, my trading results is not who I am, okay? I'm not going to base who I am from how I'm trading. If I have a negative month, doesn't mean I'm a bad trader or a bad entrepreneur or a bad person. It just means I had a negative month. So that's what flipped for me, was like relating my self-worth to my trading performance, which I think a lot of us do. When you're like trading really bad and you're like, oh fuck, like this is shit. I'm not getting anything done. Like I'm just lazy, not doing anything. You fail a challenge and it's the same feeling. But now I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care what happens. I'm just going to show up every single day, and all I'm going to do is focus on following my plan. Like that's the only thing I care about. I know that if I follow my plan, the money will come and the results will come, and that is something to celebrate later. Okay. And there's not this point I'm going to reach where I'm going to be like, I'm happy, I'm good. It's going to be showing up every single day, following the plan, making sure that I am 100% ready for what the market could throw at me. And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna lay off. I'm not gonna back down when it gets hard. I'm just gonna show up every single day, 100% ready to, follow the plan. And since I adopted that like 2-3 months ago, it just started, it wasn't like crazy gains. It just was like, I feel feel a lot more in control of just, you take a loss, you're like, right, it's fine, it happens. Let's go to the next trade, and yeah. So now we're just building. We're just slowly building, finishing my uni degree, and then should be good. But I feel like the crazy thing about trading is everyone knows how to get there. Like everyone knows you should, like, you listen to people online and they all say the same thing. Like, trade less, be patient, manage risk, don't expect to make money quickly, stay disciplined, work hard and show up consistently and you'll get there. We all know exactly what to do, but we still just don't do it. We still can't fathom that this is something that's going to take time. I think that's the biggest thing. We all think this is going to happen quickly, and that's why a lot of us get into it. Otherwise, why is it so appealing? If it's not going to happen quick, if it's going to happen over 5 years. I think if most people knew that trading could take like 5 years, 4 years before you start seeing profitability. I'm not saying it's going to take that long, but it could take that long. Like I know people that have done it in like 6 months, a year. It also depends on where you're coming from, but yeah. If we all knew this could take a long time, I don't think there'd be as many traders. Not at all, but I guess you just live and learn. You figure out this is going to take time, but let's just be patient. But yeah, sorry for that spiel. I love talking about it. I love talking about, trading and psychology of it, the journey of it. Because we all go through the same thing. Like you listen to a trading podcast or interview, everyone's gone through the exact same thing. Like everyone started because they were like, what the hell is this? This is cool. I could make some money off this. The first 2 years, 3 years, they lose money. Then they figure out, okay, this is going to take time. I need to be patient. I need to stay disciplined. And they slowly start making money. And then a few years later, they make heaps of money just from, 2 hours of work a day. Exact same thing what happens with everyone. So yeah, the biggest thing for me is just show up every day. Don't be don't give up, as cheesy as it is, because technically if you don't give up, you can't fail. You just show up. So yeah, but it's hard. It's definitely one of the hardest things I've done or tried to do in life, and it teaches you a lot about yourself. You can't be a good trader whilst you're still lying to yourself or bullshitting yourself. You gotta realize, like, okay, I gotta take this seriously. Like, I gotta be 100% in on this. I can't half-ass this. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Refocus on the markets a bit. GJ is still just pushing bearish, and we still haven't created a top wick on the 4 hour. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for a retest on GJ. Goldie, what can we do here? Yeah, if this 15-minute candle, let's see, hourly, yeah. So if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, we could look for buys back up to these levels, okay? Because we're holding this level, or rejecting this level, I guess you could say. And then if we break above here, we got clean range back to the top. Very clean range. Just be a second. So I'm probably just gonna wait for buys above here, because if we wait, try and find support here, we got resistance right here, and our stops would be quite big versus our TP. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna wait for buys above here. If this candle was a bit smaller and we had a bit more rejection, yes, but not quite what we're after. GJ is rocketing down, but this entire area is just nothing I'm interested in. Maybe once we get down here we can look at some levels, but it's all pretty gross.
Daddy makes it easy to build a website.
Do I play any sports? Yeah, I play rugby and cricket at the moment. Just socials, just for fun. But yeah. Cricket in the summer, which is down here in Australia, like October, November, December, Jan, Feb. And then rugby in the winter, which is right now. It's good fun, good fun. Used to play quite a lot, but not anymore. But it's good to after school, because after school you don't like, there's no structure around a time where you like have to work together with other people, unless you go to work or university all the time. So it's good to play some team sport after school, I think. It's good fun as well. Wasn't the IPL final? Or is it still coming? Oh. CSK. Who's CSK again? The Chennai. Damn. I used to be really into the IPL, but don't watch it as much anymore. Yeah, I saw a video. It was like last over. He got it. He hit like a 6 and a 4 or something on the last ball, I think. Crazy. Can't believe how. What was that? Yeah. Who's in that team? Wonder if I know anyone. MS Dhoni, Ben Stokes. I'm from South Africa, so I go for South Africa. Magala, Dwayne Pretorius. It's actually crazy how big it is. Because like in Australia we have the Big Bash League, but it's not nearly as big as that. What made me choose to be a full-time trader? I'm not a full-time trader. I still go to university, so I'm still a student. But what made me choose to do trading? I just love it, I guess. Love the idea of, you can work for 2 or 3 hours a day and make a living. Love the idea that you can have freedom. And I also just love like the way candles move, I guess. Think of it as an art. It's an art form to be able to understand what's going on. Not necessarily understand what's going on, but get your pick at the market. Wow, look at that gold open. So Goldie close above would look great here. We can see the hourly is forming that pattern we were talking about. But yeah, we need a closure above this level. I'm not too concerned about this level. We'll see how that happens. This will probably be our break even if price closes above. Because it's not a major level. So... But yeah. It's crazy how big the IPL is versus other countries. I guess they do have the best players. But it's just like the Big Bash is just not nearly as big. I think Cameron Green from Australia got like a $3.3 million offer for a couple of years or something, which is freaking crazy for cricket at least. I mean, soccer and stuff is different because it's played all over the world, but cricket is only played in a few countries, and to get a payout like that is huge. Average of 5.3 million. I don't know if that's right, but pretty crazy. So this will be the hourly close in 15 minutes. But we've created a nice retest here, so let's see. GJ flying down. If you guys aren't in the Discord, make sure to join. Free. I want to get it like pumping again. I want to get people posting. Share your ideas. Let me share the link. completely free. I used to post like a lot in there, but there's a couple of good there's like a free mini course in there as well if you wanna. Not a course, but rule-based criteria of entering break and retest. Not what I trade now, but still. Come on, Goldie. Do something. Yesterday again, it was just New York that moved. Like London moved a bit, but it was just it was late. It was really late London. This was London. We moved, but it just wasn't really our positions. Wow, look at us rejecting this level here. That's why you wait for the close. We'll have the hourly close in 6 minutes. So we can see we're forming that pattern again here. But yeah, we just don't have the closure above. This is quite a key level where we could reject, so we need to wait for a closure. But if we close the hourly like this, where we've rejected this level, there's a good chance you're going to continue later on. I check NZD USD. Yeah, that ain't bad. Four-hour closed bearish last candle. We're creating a top wick. 1 hour, creating a retest. 30-minute, you can see you close bearish here. You're forming support. Got a decent chance of continuing down to retest these lows, although it is only 10 pips, so you just got to be careful. And price could, even if this closes bearish, price could push all the way back to these wicks before continuing down, because it will be an hourly close. Keep in mind also the hourly is bullish, so you just got to be careful. And like I said, I don't trade this pair, so I don't know how it moves. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's my thoughts. Wow, Goldie rejecting that level. There's no chance of a fake out because we got levels here. We'd need to break these lows, potentially even these lows, for a fake out. GJ is just doing no. So we can see on the 4 hour, we've just completely rejected this level. It doesn't mean we're not going to continue. Still 2 hours left, so. It is a nice retest, that's for sure. But we're still very bullish, like we're still created a high. I'm respecting these levels. It's just a big old retest, I think. This is what's happened like the last week in London. Very early in London, we push, like with no wicks or no stopping. Price just pushes and goes, and then the rest of the session we just retrace. It's happened quite a lot. Like if you look yesterday, this was London. This is like before pre-London. So like 1 a.m. Eastern, before pre-London, price pushes. There's no real chance for entries. And then the rest of the session, it just retraces. Exact same thing happened yesterday. Push, and then like there wasn't a chance for entries here in this original push, and then we just retrace. And then New York just goes. But we did just have the hourly close, and we can see, yeah, close very bearish. We're still above these areas on the hourly, but obviously pretty bearish. We did close pretty much no bottom wick, which means there's a good chance we could continue bullish, but we just got to wait, you know. There's no point guessing where price is going to go. We just got to react when it goes to certain places. Whoops. And GJ, yeah, we just need to wait for a retracement on GJ. That's all we can do. Oh, it's been a boring few weeks. That is for sure. Alright, guys, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go get another coffee. guys will find as you watch the streams that I drink an unsafe amount of coffee, but don't be concerned. Just like coffee. I honestly don't see any negatives for drinking coffee. Like, it just makes me feel dialed. Like, I still sleep fine. I don't know. I don't see any negatives to it. Tastes good. Right, so what we can look at here on Goldie, we could potentially wait for this 30 if we reject this area to close bullish. The only thing is now on the 15 we have this level here. Okay, so we'd have to be cautious about this level and this level as well. But if we get a nice bullish closure, we can see the 4 hour has flipped and rejected this level, so it's interesting. We just gotta see what happens. The daily is bullish. We've got to remember that. Even though it doesn't look like it, the daily is bullish. You can see here on my MT5, the daily is bullish. So yeah, we're just waiting. Look at this as well, like trades, and then just nothing. GJ as well, pretty crazy. This would actually work quite well if this 30-minute close bullish. 30-minute. Little bit of like a 15 fake out as well of this level. Close above, support formed, continue up. It's not the cleanest, but on the higher time frames, it's definitely there. Falling asleep over here. Nothing going on. Hopefully Goldie can push down, but I mean, still quite a while. How long till this 4 hour closes? Pretty bearish structure on this 4 hour. Like if we can push down, but yeah, we're just stuck in this range again. Every London session, we just range. How old am I? 20. Turning 21 in a month, pretty much. 20 years old. Might be time to change up this music. Tuesday vibes.
How did ever?
Yeah, that's better. Bit more bouncy. Keep us awake in this slow ass market. Play Roblox. I don't think I've ever even played that. Roblox. Oh, I gotta sign up. Let's do the Wordle. I try to wait, but I just can't resist. Favorite part of the day. Yeah. Got to start with trade, obviously. That could work. Ooh. A and handle? That can't be right. Wait, how long do we got? Got like 5 minutes before anything happens. A ample. Well, can't be a P, can it? Maybe an M. That was a waste. Aioli? No. Able. It's not a word. What the hell? There's got to be like a consonant after this, but then to go to the ending LE. Ankle. Ooh. Ooh. Ankle. AC. I feel like AC. Ankle. That's not a word. I feel like it's got to be B here, because it's the only thing that goes to EL and works. That's not a word. Warble? Um, Agile. Ooh, that could work. Definitely that's the answer. Well, that's good, I guess, but didn't really solve it. I'll take it. 90% win rate. Looking good. Let's play some world. Where is it? There we go. This is the GOAT game. I feel like that's... Ooh. I swear that's Madagascar. Sideways, but no. Looks like an island of some sort. Somalia? No. Samoa. No, okay. Probably not an island, eh? So Goldie has not respected this level. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. And GJ is just doing F-all. Look, okay, let's go Europe. Or America, maybe Cuba. No, this is terrible. Okay, let's go. Something in Asia? Yeah, I was thinking like Philippines or something, but what about, let's go Central, let's go what's it called? Maybe like Taiwan or something? Ooh, okay. Closer. Taiwan. Indonesia. That's gonna be further, yeah. It's not Japan, it's not. Oh, could it? No way. Sri Lanka isn't. Oh no. That was close. What was it? Nepal. You were right. In Asia, but. There is nothing happening, eh? Let's play one more round. Actually. Okay, let's have a look here. What can we do? "30-minute fake out." It's not the worst idea because the daily's bullish. And the 4-hour would be flipping. So that isn't the worst idea. The only thing is this range in here isn't that clean. But it could work. Hourly rejecting this level. Hourly would be flipping. Yeah, it really isn't the worst idea, is it? Let's see. So annoying. We like push and then we just retrace. Right back where we started. And GJ is just doing nothing. GJ, I've not traded GJ for so long. Because it just hasn't done anything. Hold on here. I may have missed this move here. Yeah, I just don't like the daily. Technically, you could look for price to continue down, fill this wick. But we're going against the daily, going against the 4-hour. It's just, it doesn't line up with the higher time frames. But yeah, there is a level to fill here. Back down to these lows, but it's just, it's definitely not the worst idea. It's just, let's do New York today. I unfortunately cannot do New York. Maybe tomorrow. I could maybe do New York tomorrow, but not today. But yeah, there's a good chance you're going to fill this wick, at least here. But the overall time frame is bullish, so you just got to be careful. 30-minute closures below. top wick created, flip, create the wick. But you can see it looks like we're going with the trend, but previously 4 hour closed bullish. So like this thing could come down all the way to here, and then flip back to bullish. We don't know how big this bottom wick could be. So unless you're breaking these lows, it's hard to justify sells. And the daily is bullish from yesterday as well. Not on this, but on your broker, it will be bullish. Yeah, maybe I could do. I could maybe do New York tomorrow. But I mean, you know, you just gotta wait. London will turn. It'll go through phases like this. London shit, and then New York shit, and then Asia shit. It just changes. It's not like there's no volume. It's just, like I said, it's a move that doesn't really let you get in, and then it's just a retracement. What happened yesterday is we moved, couldn't find an entry here, and then price just reversed. And then New York session it drove. There's a difference between price moving and price driving. Like this is a move and this is a drive. Like it trends and it continues. And that's where you want to enter. Yeah, so if anyone took this to fill this wick, can't expect price to continue below this wick. When you think about it, there's a chance, but like if you're in this and you're not at break even, it doesn't really make sense, because this is the only range you can expect price to fill, because it closed below. Everything else is bullish, so you just got to be careful. I would go break even, let the runners go. Yeah, it's interesting. We are respecting this level, okay? Respecting the previous 15 level. So the 30 could still close back in here and respect. And that would be a fake out. Definitely still bullish. Like 4 hour, very bullish close previously. So this could just be a bottom wick before we continue bullish. Although there is only an hour and a bit left. So, you know, but until we break these lows, it doesn't really make sense for me to take sells. We'll be back. plan with gold is we either wait for sells below here, we either wait for buys above here, or we could look at, we can see the hourly has no top wick here. Okay, so there's a good chance this next hourly could retest this level. Okay, so if this current 30 can close back in this range, could potentially look at some fake outs depending on how we close. But I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm honest. I think we're going to range for the rest of London, and then New York, we're going to push. Ooh. Come on, Goldie. Freaking do something. Probably we'll wait for this hourly close and then another 15 or so, see if anything happens. But looks like a good old London consolidation.
That's not my business.
What am I doing after this? I got rugby training. So, yeah. Okay. Pass some rugby balls. Alright, we'll stay another 15. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything is gonna pop up. Am I gonna go by train? No, I'm gonna drive. Like, I got rugby training, not going on the train. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it there. There's just the only thing I can think of that could happen is the 30 closes back inside of here. Back in here, 1 hour hasn't created a top wick. So if 30 closes back in here, there's a good chance you're gonna continue bullish. You're also creating support right here. So yeah, maybe if this 30-minute pushes all the way up, you could look for buys back up to those highs. Got to keep in mind the 4 hour is closing almost. I may keep the stream running just for a bit up until I leave, because I might pop back in and just see how it's doing and come take the trade potentially. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go eat and get ready to go. And maybe it could happen, who knows. But you still got this level as well to worry about, so you just got to be careful how you approach that, because oh, it is 9 pips to be fair. So let's see what happens. New York session, pardon me, you can wait for buys or sells below these levels. That should work pretty well. In terms of GJ, yeah, I mean, you should probably just wait. I'm gonna wait for the next 4 hour to close, and then we can potentially look what happens. Maybe we push back up to fill this range because we don't have a top wick, or we can continue and look for sells below these levels. Okay, but until then, we're just chilling. Okay, so I'll leave this up for a bit up until I leave, and we'll see what the 30-minute does. But for now, I'm gonna go.